Welcome to CSCI100 Lecture 3. This will be the first lecture video that isn't what I'm doing in class. So the past week, the videos have been exactly what I've done in class. Starting with this lecture video, and for all future lecture videos for this class, you must watch the videos before coming to the in-person lecture, because in person we're going to be working through problems, whereas in these videos I'll be teaching you the new concepts. For today's lecture, we're going to talk about computer memory, and you're going to learn about how a computer remembers things. We're going to talk about variables and how to declare, assign, and reference variables in Python. And finally, we're going to talk a little bit about the input function that we used in class in the lab last Thursday. So, before I talk about those topics, I want to take a few minutes to walk you through how to open the Mimir IDE. You've already seen how to do this for a particular assignment, and I want to show you how to just get to the Mimir IDE not through a particular assignment. So, changing over to this tab here, this is the view that you have as a student. And you can see your list of assignments here. And by the way, a common question I've gotten is about this in progress. It's fine if it says in progress, just as long as all of your test cases have passed. That means that you finished the assignment. It'll say submitted once the assignment is actually due, once the due date actually passes. So if you want to get directly to the Mimir IDE, you go up to the top right corner and you click Open Mimir IDE. You click the three dots up here and then Open Mimir IDE. And this in a new tab will open an IDE. Notice it takes a couple seconds because this is connecting to some computer out in a warehouse somewhere to show you your code editor. Now again, there are three windows here. On the left we have the graphical view of our files that you might be used to from your computer. In the middle we have this gray area which is the text editor, or this is the actual code editor. And on the right we have the terminal, which again is how we communicate directly with the computer and ask it to run our code. And we can see what it prints out or what it wants to take in. Okay, so on the left, if you click the CSCI100 Howard University folder name, you'll see all the assignments that we've had so far in this class. This is actually all the same exact IDE that you would open by going to an assignment and clicking Open in Mimir IDE. So same exact thing, all of your files are still here. If I open hello.py, I'll close it again. We are going to want to create a new folder that we're just going to use for scratch work. And so for that, you can go and click New and click Folder. So right-click CSCI100 and New Folder. We're going to create a Scratch Work folder. I'm just going to call it Scratch Work. And I'll create that folder. And then in this folder, I'm going to create a new file in which we're going to type all of our just different Scratch work. As you're watching lectures, you can try out some of the concepts that I'm talking about. So I'll do new file, and maybe I'll call this just scratch.py. Scratch.py. And then if I create this file, we should now see if I click on Scratch Work, there's a scratch.py file, and I can click that, and I can write some code. I am a comment, print, hello world. And of course, we'll remember to save. When we see this little yellow circle here, that means that the file isn't saved. And so we save either by hitting Command or Control S on your keyboard, or going to File and clicking Save. Now, to run this code, we learned that the command that we give the terminal to run the set of instructions that's in our file, the code, we use Python 3. But for that, we have to have the terminal be in the right folder to see that file. So let's see if the terminal is in the right folder. we can type ls to list all the files in the current folder, in the current directory. And we see here that there is no scratch.py in the current directory. Why is that? What directory are we in? Well, we can type pwd, which stands for print working directory, and hit enter. And that'll show you the full path of where in the file system you are. So this is what folder you're in. There's folders inside of folders inside of folders. This is the level that you're at, where you are. And so we can see that we are in the home CSCI100 folder. And you can't see that on the left here because this is our kind of root directory for this class. And all other folders are inside of here. And so we can see again, if I type ls and hit enter, the only folder here is CSCI100 Howard University Fall 2021. And that matches what we see on the left. So in this home kind of root directory, the only folder that we can open that is here is CSCI100 Howard University. So let's go ahead and change directories into that folder, CSCI100. But remember, instead of typing this out, you can just type the first couple letters and hit tab on your keyboard to autocomplete the name of the folder. And so we hit enter. And now, if I type pwd, we can see that we are in the CSCI100 Howard University Fall 2021 folder. pwd. So, now that we're in this folder, let's see what files are in here, or what folders are in here. We type ls to list them out. And you can see there's a demo coding assignment folder, a Lab 01 greeting part 1 folder, and a Scratchwork folder, which is the one we just created. And on the left, in the visual view, we can see that as well. So there's 3 folders here. There's a Scratchwork folder. But we still can't see the scratch.py file because it's inside of the Scratchwork folder. So we have to change directories into the Scratchwork folder. So let's type cd scratchwork, but again, hit tab for autocomplete. And now, if I see what directory I'm in using pwd, it'll print out that we are in the CSCI100 Howard University Fall 2021 Scratchwork folder, which is great. That's exactly where we want to be. And we can check that our file is in here by typing ls and hitting enter. So scratch.py. That's the file we want. And now to compile and run our code, we'll use the Python 3 command followed by the name of the file. And the name of our file here is scratch.py. And if I hit enter, we see that hello world is printed to the screen. So now you have a nice Scratch file where as you go along and watch lectures, you can play with different ideas, or even outside of lecture, just try creating something in here.